Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podcast where we wish we could fast forward past Super Shitdown and head straight to the Elimination Chamber. It's Lost in the Midcard. We are back this week. Took a week off. I'm on the job hunt right now, so I am just overwhelmed with applications and interviews and such, and got a ton more interviews this week as well. So I needed a little break, so we took a week off here. We are back. We are ready to talk NXT Takeover Portland, which is this Sunday, and also discuss this week's pro wrestling happenings, television, and also headlines for this week. But first, thanks to SpiderDuck.net for being our host, enabling us to be on iTunes, Spotify, and any of your favorite podcasting apps. All you got to do is search for Lost in the Midcard. Hit that subscribe button. That way you know every time a new episode comes your way. Typically every Wednesday. Sometimes we may throw a different day at you. So it's always good to subscribe so you know when the new episode comes. You can also subscribe to us through the YouTube if you like it that way. And the links to all that are on our Facebook page. Facebook.com/Lost in the Midcard. Excuse me. Or on the Twitter at LITMC Podcast. I'm your host, Jeremy Bennett. You can find me on the Twitter at JBHuskers. As always, our co-host, he is on the Twitter at NoOneLikeD. Mr. Darryl Bullock. Darryl, how you doing?
I am fantastic. How are you today, sir?
I am excellent, man. I am excellent. I've got you're watching the Sixers on TV, and you wanted me to give you a holler when Kiera Hogan was coming up. Well, the exact opposite of Kiera Hogan is on Impact right now. It is Falaba.
Yeah, we're not doing that. I'll continue to watch the Sixers.
And for some reason, he is paired up with TJP.
Yeah, I'll continue to watch the Sixers again.
We watch, what is the score anyways, by the way?
80-77 Philadelphia.
Who are they playing tonight?
Clippers. Got the best home record in the league, so we got to snatch this one up.
We kick things off. Unfortunately, no Matt. He is off this week. Hopefully, we can get Matt back here.
He's on assignment.
Matt is on assignment. You can follow him on the Twitter at Raw Showtime. Hopefully, we can get him back in next week. Let's kick things off with AEW Dynamite. Live from Huntsville, Alabama, the 18th iteration of Dynamite. It is hard to believe that we're already at 18 Dynamites in the young infancy of the show, huh?
Yeah, because it started on my birthday, and
now we're here.
Yeah, pretty much. Like it's crazy. It's crazy because I mean, like it's not even been 6 months yet.
We kick things off with Jon Moxley versus Ortiz. I like it. You know, AEW listens to the fans. WWE does way too much talking for 20 minutes to start a show.
Pretty much.
We just
you see is fireworks and wrestling.
We get right into it. And Jon Moxley, Ortiz. This stems from Jon Moxley getting into it with the Inner Circle. Ortiz charged him outside on the ramp and paid for it with a paradigm shift via Jon Moxley. So this kind of stems from that, and Jon Moxley with the win after about 8 minutes. And after the match was over, Santana attacked Moxley, and Moxley came back and hit his patented paradigm shift. Then he took his car keys out. Was he getting ready to drive off for the night? Take the night off? Oh, no.
Test drive.
No. No, an eye for an eye, as Moxley would mouth to Jericho, and jams his car key into Santana's eye. That was a pretty cool payback, wasn't it?
Yeah, it might need some Visine for that.
Yeah, I like the old patch on Moxley, man. I think we mentioned it a couple weeks ago. Kind of looks like Solid Snake from Metal Gear.
Yeah, it was better than the one he initially had that was sitting there just hanging off.
Yeah, and you can kind of see his eye a little bit too.
Yeah,
It
yeah, but
was,
you know, it was I kind of was being nosy and saw there was a little patch up under there, even up under the patch.
yeah.
So yeah, so I'm actually can appreciate the fact that they noticed it and gave him the snake eye patch.
Um, get right back into it with another match, tag team action, SCU against the Best Friends. I was wondering if maybe a Best Friends upset would be happening here, but they keep SCU strong with a real solid 10-minute match between the guys. After the match, Dark Order came out and attacked everybody, and fresh Orange
Fr-
Cassidy
freshly squeezed.
freshly squeezed. Evil Uno offered him a mask, but Orange could only put his hands in his pockets as to say "fuck you."
Yeah, pretty much.
Daniels came in for the save. We still don't know what the whole thing is with Daniels in the Dark Order. I guess Dark Order trying to recruit him. They were kind of vague with what they said a week prior. Um, in the what Evil Uno had said a week prior, but I'm guessing it had to do with that. The leader is also the big story, which is so good to have a guessing game without we're a ways away from knowing, something to look forward to. Who's the exalted one from the Dark Order? Matt Hardy has been the obvious guess. Now people are starting to think, oh, maybe it's Marty Scurll, or maybe it's Brody Lee, aka Luke Harper. I still think Matt Hardy because I think it's a perfect fit. But Luke Harper being the leader of a gigantic faction in AEW would really he fits too, doesn't he, Darryl?
Yeah, but like you said, Matt Hardy is probably the obvious choice considering the the feed the free the delete. It
Yeah.
only makes sense. It only makes sense. I wouldn't be mad if it's Luke Harper. I wouldn't be pissed at all
No, I wouldn't
because
either.
somebody's actually giving them a chance to do shit.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. Yeah, just for that simple fact that hey, here you're getting your you should have been, you know, with the Wyatt Randy Orton story was really when Luke Harper broke out, and he really should have been in the main event scene at that point and risen through the ranks. But no, that didn't happen.
Well, in WWE, common sense ain't common.
Take a peek over to Impact. Two girls getting ready. Title match tonight. Taya Valkyrie, who's had the longest reigning championship in knockout history, taking on Jordan Grace. No Kiera Hogan in there. Sorry, Dad.
God damn it!
She was in the fatal four-way to determine the number one contender, but man, your girl couldn't get the job done.
She should have. I mean, that's the only reason I watch Impact. Kiera Hogan and Rob Van Dam.
That again, that sex scene is going to be nominated for a marquee this year.
I'm already giving them my nomination. I'm already giving them my vote.
We don't have many Impact. We don't have any Impact categories because we don't watch it. We used to. It was funny, Darryl. The early days of Lost in the Midcard, we would cover Impact, then we would quit doing it. Then we would give it another chance, then we'd quit doing it again, and that happened like 2 or 3 times. And so we've been on the long not covering it, but it's on while we record, so it's kind of fun talking about it,
Yeah.
Yuka Sakazaki made her AEW Dynamite debut. I believe she was.
Say that 3 times fast, JB.
It's easier to say than shoulder surgery. I'll tell you that much. Yuka Sakazaki. See, that's not too hard, dude. That is.
I couldn't do it.
She took on Dr. Britt Baker. Very short match. I think she had a match on Dark. Yeah, in June she had a match at Dark, at Dark. I don't know.
Dark.
Britt Baker with the win there. After the match, Baker put Sakazaki's mouth on the bottom rope and kind of gave her a curb stomping. If you've ever watched American History X, you kind of got flashbacks to that movie. That
violent movie.
that brutal scene.
Yeah, that kind of fucked me up a little bit.
Yeah, bloodied her mouth, and then she gave her the lockjaw after that. That was an interesting. Yeah. What are you thinking about Britt Baker's heel turn so far?
And I say it's very appropriate in the sense of who she's dating.
Yep.
Um,
Got a cold, baby.
yeah, it just makes sense. You know what I mean? Like it brings more character. It brings more character out of her character,
Yeah.
for lack of better terms. But um, I'm enjoying it. Like they have, I don't. They're bringing in more female talent. So I think her being a heel only is right.
I hope that was a kayfabe tooth on the ring.
Yeah, that
Or-
was interesting. It
That
looked
had
kind
that
of
had to be kayfabe because they wouldn't have put her in the lockjaw if it was
true.
if it wasn't a
Yeah,
kayfabe tooth. It's just funny that the dentist knocked out a tooth.
Isaac yank him.
Um. Oh my God! If Kane, I don't ever foresee Kane not being a part of the WWE, but it would be hilarious if they brought him in as Yankum just for a side skit one time.
Dude, I cry.
8-man tag action with the Elite and Hangman taking on the Lucha Brothers and Butcher and the Blade. The big story is here: Hangman tagging himself in when he shouldn't have, and then not tagging out when he should have, and he took the pin. Very awesome match.
That's that cowboy shit, bro.
But yeah, this whole Hangman thing. I mean, I don't really want him to turn heel, but it's been a great story though. The whole.
Yeah, and I mean,
I'll give them that. The journey they're doing with this, the slow burn, I feel is really interesting. Me, what about you?
I'm putting two and two together
Yep.
because simply because I just found out that they actually have a Hangman and Kenny Omega T-shirt now.
Oh.
So I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but I mean,
I could be wrong, but
I mean, the Pope farts and they make a new T-shirt at PWTs for AEW.
yeah, but but think about it though. Think about it seriously.
This
Think about
ain't this ain't like the WWE where they make a mass production of one T-shirt. They just come up with a design and they don't make the T-shirt until it sells. So it doesn't really to me that just knowing the business of PWTs to me that doesn't say anything.
Yeah.
Hey, RVD on Impact by the way.
Oh, hold on. Let me switch.
Uh,
Sorry.
Ooh, he is
God
making.
damn it!
he is-
Damn it! Hurry up!
Well,
Hurry up!
I'm usually 30 seconds ahead of you. So
I know that's what I'm trying to hurry up and get there.
oh,
And, you know,
booty,
you said,
booty,
God,
booty,
let's go see the booty.
booty clapping.
Oh, for real?
Oh,
Hold on.
there's some clapping cheeks.
Hold on. I'm almost there. Almost there.
It's-
Almost there.
It's still clapping. I mean, geez. I mean, wow,
Yeah. Okay, here we go. We're on access.
wow. That
There it is. I got the booty clapping.
wow.
I like the other
She
girl
she
better,
she's
though.
just going up and down and up and down and
She can go up and down.
RVD is. This might be the best iteration of RVD since the early '90s.
Yeah, I need the other girl to come out too.
Yeah, where is this other girl?
They're selling us short.
We need them both out here. Man, those are tight. Those are small bottoms.
Yeah, I'm here for it. Okay, I'll be watching this for a while.
A funny moment after the match, Paige grabbed a beer from a fan and drank it. I mean, that's
normal nowadays.
That's just normal, yeah. Tony Schiavone in the ring, and he was going to do an interview with Kenny Omega. Before they said anything, Pac came out and said, well, clearly Michael Nakazawa means nothing to you. So let's see how much you care about Riho, and teasing that he would attack Riho. But Pac says he would never put his hands on a woman, but she would, and that Nyla Rose puts Riho through a table.
I like Riho, but it's time she give up the title.
Oh yeah, she'll lose to shit. I think Britt Baker, but I don't know who's number one contender now.
Let me check.
like in the rankings, I thought it was. I
I
don't
want
know.
to say it was the number one.
Because Nyla was 3.
I think she moved up though. I have a feeling, but let me just double check rankings. Women.
Yeah, I'm looking for past.
Number one is Nyla. I thought so.
Is that February 5th? Is that what you're looking at?
No, I'm actually on the current website. Nyla's number one, Hikaru Shida's number two, Statlander's number three, Britt Baker's number four, and Awesome Kong is number five. Yeah, she's the number one contender.
Yeah, so I got her pulled up now. Yeah, I was thinking Hikaru Shida was. I think Shida fell down to 2. Um, yeah, very interesting. Funny how they have Cody. Eventually, they're gonna have to figure out some way of Cody being able to be in the title picture. There's gonna be something. Don't worry.
Yeah, they'll figure it out. I just don't think it's time for it right now. I like him and MJF at the moment.
Yeah, that's gonna take
Because that cage match is going to be nice tomorrow.
Moxley 1, Cody 2, Pac 3, Omega 4 is interesting because he's 0-0 in singles competition.
Well, that's this year though.
Yeah, this year. And then Sammy Guevara at number 5.
Yeah, I seen that earlier this morning. That was kind of surprising.
They teased Jericho championship, a Jericho Guevara match because he's in the top. Tag teams SCU Bucks are 1 and 2, followed by Santana Ortiz. As I can't remember if we mentioned this last show or not, but they got rid of Pride and Powerful.
Yeah, you did.
They listened to the podcast.
They listened to the podcast.
I think that was in a DM. I think that was since we didn't record last week. I think it was in a DM, and so that when I realized that, and it's like, hey, AEW listens.
I remember when you said it.
AEW listens to the podcast.
I know.
Dark Order 4, Best Friends 5.
I can see. So the tag team battle royal, 9 times out of 10, if the Bucks are in there, the Bucks will win, and the Bucks will actually fight Omega and Hangman on the 29th.
Yeah.
That's what I foresee.
Yeah, I think so too. Kip Sabian took on Joey Janela in a kind of a grudge match there as Penelope Ford.
Man.
Tagged as the ex-girlfriend of, a little mid-match kiss.
Hanky Panky.
Oh, or maybe you're not as far behind as usually are?
No, not today.
And she's dancing.
She's just dancing in the ring, and he's just sitting there doing a split.
And Joey Ryan's got a boner. Yeah. Oh, you're ahead of me now, I think.
Am I?
Yeah, you said the splits, and he hadn't done that yet. Like, you're literally like maybe 2 seconds.
Oh, and now she's doing a split. Okay.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet. There it is coming up.
There it is.
Oh,
I'm ahead. Yes. She's just
Joey. They need to form a faction with Joey Ryan, not fight Joey Ryan.
I pay for that meet and greet.
MEAT?
Yeah, meet and greet.
Kip Sabian, Joey Janela. About 12 minutes there. This feud ain't over. Thanks to Penelope Ford, Kip Sabian got the win there. I'm kind of digging this feud here.
I like it. It's showing off Kip Sabian. Plus, I just love Joey Janela.
Oh yeah, big fan of Janela. I think he listens to the podcast too. He does look at his tweets though, so that's good. He always he'll be one to respond to a lot of the tweets I sent to him. So
absolutely.
Yeah, that one's not over with. Jericho then interviewed by Alex Marvez, but Jericho said, "Get the fuck out of here, Marvez."
I say, "Get the fuck out of here, Marvez."
I love it how Jericho goes, "What kind of man would attack the eye of another man?" wait a minute. Santana calls out Moxley for a match next week. Are we gonna get like eventually this is gonna lead to a blindfold match like the old
Jake the Snake, Rick Martel?
Exactly. Oh, dude, I
hope not.
I started watching during my time off from work, I was watching a lot. I've watched a lot of YouTube lately. Got into a lot of channels. Angry video game nerd. Like he had been
Mm-hmm.
around for like in the 08, 07.
Mm-hmm.
I never really watched him. I knew about him, never really watched him. I got hooked on them, so I started watching all the old ones and then some of the new ones.
Oh shit. Okay.
And just about various channels. That's where I got started watching Sammy Guevara's vlog, which is really good. I recommend.
Yeah, I like his.
Um, so I started watching. Finally started watching the major wrestling figure show on YouTube and with Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder.
Oh, okay.
And
I heard that was pretty good.
yeah, those have been pretty good. I just completely forgot. I just lost my train of thought of where I was going with that.
Dun, dun, dun.
What the fuck were we just talking about? Jesus, I don't know. I complete. Oh. Him and so Ryder and Hawkins went to this shop. I think they were in Austin, Texas. This
Okay.
badass wrestling figure shop. This guy had a lot of rare shit, a lot of good shit, and a lot of Lucy's that were figures that are out of the package. Basically
Mm-hmm.
had a trunk of them, and they're going through, and they found a Martel and Snake with the masks
Are you serious?
covering their head. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that was pretty cool.
So yeah, that was kind of cool. I watched one today. It was a short one. It was with it was just Zach and Chelsea Green, and they went to Toys R Us in Vancouver, where Chelsea's from, and it was so funny at the end of the show. Ryder goes, "How do you like that, hon? Two people asked for my autograph in your hometown."
I can dig it.
So I've been watching some of that. Yeah. So that little diversion. Hangman Page backstage with the beer in his hand when Lexi wanted an interview. Young Bucks show up asking what the hell happened. Matt goes, "I know what the problem is," and oh god, Rob Van Dam has his hands on Joey Ryan's dick, and he countered it.
Oh no.
Only Rob Van Dam could counter Joey Ryan's dick, right?
God damn it.
So Matt Jackson takes the beer away because he goes, "I know what the problem is," and then Hangman pulls up the picture, drinks out of the pitcher. That was great. Did you watch this week's Being the Elite from Monday?
Actually didn't catch it this week.
So they were filming that backstage segment with the phone as well, or with the camera that they use for BTE, and then they followed Matt off to the side, and he's looking at the beer because he's straight edge. He doesn't do drugs at all or anything. Takes a look at the beer and goes, and he like has this dubbed voice of himself talking like it's his inner thoughts, and he's like, "Oh." He like smells it. God, it smells like shit. He takes a drink and spits it out. He's like, "I waited 34 years to try this piss." Oh man, it's pretty good. Oh, we got Evil Sue Young back.
Yes.
She's gonna kill the old man. Well, I wonder what happened there, because I mean, obviously I watch with the sound off, so I have no idea what's going on really. Dynamite Austin, Texas today, later on today, as you listen to the show. Set up for that Nyla Rose Riho. So you think there's a title change there, or not till Britt?
I think so.
I don't know. I think Britt's taking the title. Well, no, I don't know. I think Britt's taking the title off her. I don't, but yet at the same time, I mean, she's not always there, so maybe now's the time to do it.
Yeah.
Two big title matches, that as well as the tag titles with SCU against Hangman and Omega. Obviously, I think Omega and Page win those, and then win that, and then face the Bucks at Revolution.
Think so?
Yeah. Moxley Santana is also on there, and then As Darryl mentioned, there's a tag team battle royale in Atlanta on the 19th for number one contendership to the titles to face the champion at Revolution. And also next week is the steel cage match with Cody and Wardlow. And we'll get to the straps in a little bit, the old 10 lashes in a little bit.
10 lashes.
At the end of February, Dynamite in Kansas City, the closest it'll be to me, because they are not going through Nebraska.
They'll be in Philly in April.
I want to go to KC, but
how far is that from you?
3 hours.
That's not bad.
With my work situation right now, I don't.
Yeah, I wouldn't advise it at this moment.
So in KC will be a 30-minute Iron Man match to Pac and Kenny Omega on February 26th, which is the go-home show to Revolution, which is on Leap Year Day.
Ah.
What did you think of the 10 lashes? I thought it was really well done, well drawn out.
The storyline for me was good, considering the fact that I like how everybody came out. Just to
encourage him.
Yeah, I can appreciate that. I like stuff like that, to the point where it's they were really trying to sell it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think that's going to be one of the better matches on. I think it might steal the damn show, to be honest with you. At Revolution,
I thought it was really well done. Great drama. I was happy with how it turned out.
Absolutely.
That ended the show. Then the internet got riled up. Oh, did a fan attack him? No, you guys got to know there's always plants when it comes to MJ.
Right, man. There you go, slapdicks.
You don't want to fuck with Atlas Security, man.
Not at all. They're good guys, man.
So, yeah. NXT this week. How about Riddle and Dunn coming into the Bromobile? That was something.
That was hilarious.
With the Dusty Cup on the top of it. That was some great shit.
That was classic.
I think they win Sunday. A little spoiler.
I do too. I think
all
the era loses.
I just don't. I don't think NXT expected the chemistry. I don't think they were gonna go as far as they are now.
Bro.
I don't think they expected the chemistry between these guys, and so
their loss.
And then I think Dunn could turn heel. I could see Dunn turning heel.
I don't see that yet.
When they lose, possibly. Undisputed Era interrupts, bitching that
bitching and complaining.
They know that they ain't losing. Well, at least they think so. Angel Garza took on Isaiah Scott. Very good match. And I like the fact that they put Angel Garza on Raw with Zelina Vega, give her something to do while Andrade sits at home for 30 days.
Yeah, it makes a little bit of sense.
Matt hates Garza, but I like him.
I don't.
I think he's actually a good talker. It's not perfect English, but he speaks fairly well.
He's not bad.
Yeah, I like him. I like him a lot. Ever since I've seen it, ever since I first saw him in NXT, I've been a fan of Angel Garza. So.
I've liked him since Ring of Honor.
Yeah, I never saw him there. So.
Yeah, I got to see him live one good time.
We keep going back and forth as Undisputed Era beats the shit out of everybody. Looking for Ciampa. How about Roddy being a dick and giving the old buzz cut to the old guy sitting there getting a haircut. Just random guy sitting there getting a haircut.
I'd be mad as hell.
Look at this, Magnus in a crossover with ROH. So let's show a Magnus match on Impact's Flashback.
My God.
Another guy Matt hates, but I like.
I'm not a big fan of Magnus.
I like him. I like his persona in the NWA. I think he's perfect as their champion. And there's some good moments in Impact too. I thought the feud, the team of him and Bram, and then the feud they had was pretty good. And Eric Young, there's a guy that is on a milk carton in the WWE.
Yeah, no, he's not on a milk carton. He's on a damn getting his face kicked off every 2 weeks.
Yeah, he got bloodied up there.
Yeah.
Dominic Dijakovic took on Killian Dane. I think it was a de facto number one contendership match, and sure enough, afterwards they announced that Dijakovic and Keith Lee, which was a nominee for a Marquee for Feud of the Year, they're gonna tear it down once more on Takeover Portland. So
I'm here for it.
Undisputed Era beats up Kushida and throws him in a dumpster. Poor guy. and then they beat up Bronson Reed as they continue to look for Ciampa. Finn Balor, little promo with Johnny Gargano. That was some good stuff. I think that's going to be a hell of a match. It's going to be a fun one on Sunday.
Can't wait.
Mercedes Martinez took on Casey Catanzaro. I want to see more of Casey. I like her. But Mercedes Martinez gets the win there as Casey. She's still very young in her pro wrestling career, so she's still working things out. Undisputed Era still looking for Ciampa. And hey, Ciampa shows up. And
no one will survive.
Yeah. It was a quite the fight. And 4-on-1 attack, but Dunn and Riddle make the save. And then security enters the ring. Regal says, "You want to fight? We'll settle this tonight." Jordan Devlin, your new NXT Cruiserweight Champion, took on Tyler Breeze in a non-title match. Very good match with those guys. Bianca Belair came out saying how she's the forgotten one in this whole Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair thing. And, well, I mean, she's kind of right because she's going to lose on Sunday.
Who's that?
Bianca.
Oh, yeah.
But pretty cool to see the Queen back in the NXT arena, though. The NXT ladies ganged up on the Queen and dropped her, though.
Memories.
Then we got a wild six-man tag match. No Roddy Strong for the Era. Bobby Fish, Adam Cole, and Kyle O'Reilly, since Strong doesn't have a match on Sunday, I would presume. Took on the Broserweights and Tommaso Ciampa. Very cool ending with the disqualification, and everybody's getting laid out, and the lights come out, and here comes the return of the Velveteen Dream.
Ow!
He was on fire, wasn't he?
Yes, he was. I was so happy.
He got that hot tag.
Velveteen Dream comes back during Black History Month.
Got that hot tag, the old 2-5-20. I wish he would have teased that a little more than just 1 week.
Yeah, I mean, he's back. So does that put? Do you think that sets up Roddy and Dream next Sunday? Well, this Sunday.
There's already 6 matches on the card, which is more than your usual.
I mean, it's on a Sunday now. I mean, like,
it's not on the card. So maybe they add 7 made it 7th match.
Bullshit.
So I don't know. It's hard telling. Right now there's 6 matches on the card, which is more than usual for a takeover. So,
God damn it.
Maybe it's filmed for the crowd.
But you can't put Dream on a pre-show dark match.
Yeah. Well, no, it'd be filmed for NXT the following week.
I don't want to see it. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to see it. Not at all.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't want to see it. Not at all.
We talk about Friday Night SmackDown. The return of the Dirt Sheet. First time in about 10 years they've done that. I like the little vignette they did with playing off Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. That was with Mr. Miz in there too. I thought that was well done. It was.
I can agree with that.
I don't think Morrison is comfortable on the mic, on a live mic though. Right now, when him and Miz are on there, they're okay, but it's not.
But it's obvious of who it's obvious who is better on the mic at this point.
Yeah.
Think about it. When is Morrison actually had to be on the mic since he's been on WWE?
Yeah, just basically I think most of it was when he led that faction in Lucha Underground,
Yeah.
which I can't even think of what it was called. It was with PJ Black and
Yeah.
Jack Evans, and Taya was in there too. I can't remember what the hell was that called now. I'm gonna have to Google that.
I have no clues there.
Johnny, what was he even? Uh,
Johnny Mundo.
Mundo. What the hell was that? I'm gonna go nuts thinking about it, so I gotta look it up. Damn it! I can't find it. What the hell? Worldwide Underground. There we go.
There it is.
Yeah, that was a pretty cool faction there. Probably the most mic time he had. He really didn't talk much in Impact, did he?
Not that I know of, but I didn't even watch it, to be honest with you, so I really couldn't tell you.
Me either. New Day interrupts Miz and Morrison, as of course they got a match coming up at Super Shitdown, which is, I don't know, when is that, 2 weeks or something?
Dude, I don't even know. Like, let me keep it 100 with you. Like, I'm not even gonna watch that shit. What is it on a Friday or a Thursday this year?
I don't know, it's like during the week, and then for us it's during the day, so.
Yeah, like I'm home on Wednesdays and Fridays working. So like, as much as I'll just say this: the first time they had what was the first show in Saudi? The Greatest Royal Rumble, was that it?
No, I think so.
Yeah, like I watched it and realized that it was a pretty much house show called WrestleMania. I'm just not here for it. Like,
Well, it got a little better and some titles changed on the other Saudi shows, and I expect some titles to change on this one, like New Day's losing.
you think so? Yeah, I can see that.
And
But
then
I see them getting it back at Mania. So
and then what you don't want to hear, possibly Goldberg beating the
man,
Fiend.
fuck that. That's just you know what? That's just simply for the casuals. Oh, okay. We'll have them buy the network, or we'll have them buy WrestleMania on pay-per-view because of Goldberg.
Yeah, Goldberg versus Reigns at WrestleMania. I mean, just
I have a problem with that. Like the problem I have with that is Bray Wyatt. I mean, it doesn't even matter. Like if it was Bray Wyatt, if it was Roman Reigns, if it was Heath Slater for that matter. I have a problem with these older wrestlers coming in being attractions and taking away from the younger wrestlers who've worked 365 days out of the year, and Goldberg works 2 shows.
yeah. I mean, but would you be surprised that Vince does that?
I'm not surprised, but I would literally get up and go like fix me a meal or something, or go to the bathroom.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it may not be guaranteed, but I can just totally see Vince doing that.
I'm just like, for what though? Why? I mean, I get the whole money thing, but as a wrestling fan, maybe I'm just an old ass wrestling fan. I don't.
Well, I mean, the most of the past WrestleManias, I mean, it's been more entertainment value than wrestling value. So, granted, they
Well,
get
no, well, actually, but think about it. Didn't you actually?
last year they gave us what we want, but I mean,
Exactly.
that
That's what I
means
was.
that means Vince is gonna shit on the bed this year. That's what that means.
The sad part is, a lot of people I know told me that they didn't even go to WrestleMania. They didn't even go for the simple fact that they didn't even go because they realized it was probably going to be a shit show.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know. That led to Usos. Usos came out, and then Roode and Ziggler came out, and that was a weird transition because it led to Usos against Ziggler and Roode and had nothing to do with Miz Morrison and New Day. But I don't know. That was weird. Usos get the win there. King Corbin throwing a production truck guy down the stairs. What a dick.
A bully.
What a dick. Elias took on Cesaro, got the win there. Poor Cesaro. Once he got the new music and all that, I thought, oh, maybe they'll finally push Cesaro. No.
Negative.
Then Corbin came out and dumped water on a plant, making him look like more of a dick. Roman comes out, beats up Corbin. And then they get another match at Super Shitdown. Why do we need another Corbin?
Why do we need another Super Showdown?
That too. That's because Vince is getting paid $50 million. Goldberg, live via satellite, interrupted by Bray Wyatt. I thought Bray was great here with the breaking news thing and shit. I thought the segment worked. I thought it was good. What'd you think?
Yeah.
You're just thinking that Goldberg's gonna win, and you're like,
dude, I'm over it. Like, I'm just like, I don't want to fucking see Goldberg and Roman.
yeah.
I don't.
Well, maybe we won't. Maybe the Fiend puts the claw in 60 seconds in, and
because that makes zero sense to me. Why do you build the Fiend up as so indestructible just so Goldberg's old ass can beat him?
Well, maybe Goldberg spears him, and then he gets right up and puts the mandible claw in, and it's a 2-minute match, and we're done. Goldberg just takes his check. That could happen.
Stand up with a round of applause.
That could happen.
A round of applause.
We are reminded that Heath Slater still works for the company.
I like Heath Slater.
I do too. Daniel Bryan's sitting in the locker room. Heath Slater showed up and talks about how it was kind of stupid what he getting involved with the Fiend. And Bryan says, he asked if Bryan was okay, and Bryan says, well, you know what? How about a match tonight right now? And Bryan left, and that led to Heath Slater getting the shit beat out of him by Daniel Bryan.
I'm here for it.
Braun Strowman interviewed by Renee Young as he finally has won his singles title in the WWE. Interrupted by Nakamura. I don't know if this is going to be a Super Shitdown rematch or not, but it looks like the Revival are now aligned with Sami Zayn as they attack Strowman. The four guys attack Strowman and set up the rematch. They say whenever they see fit, probably going to be Super Shitdown.
Oh, God, I hope not.
Maybe not, though, because Sammy won't be at that show.
True.
So I don't know.
True. Yeah, Sammy and Daniel Bryan aren't going to that show, right?
Yeah, both of those guys won't. Aleister Black won't. But I think Aleister Black can.
Why can't he?
Something with his tattoos.
Oh, because they're demonic.
Yeah.
I guess I'm not going to Saudi.
Daniel Cormier at ringside. A matter of time before he's in the WWE, probably.
For what?
Otis. I love the video. Otis getting ready for his big date with doing some training, so to speak, with Tucker. I thought that was a funny skit.
Matt was in the background training with him.
I have a feeling Mandy Rose is fucking him over on Friday.
You think so?
I don't want to see. I don't want to. I want it to. You never know.
I mean, but where would it go though?
I don't know.
For her to fuck him over to bring another.
I don't think so because I don't think she's gonna though because I've always seen the rumors of maybe Sonya Deville's gonna ruin it because I've always heard the rumors of Mandy turning face and Sonya turning heel. So maybe Sonya will ruin it.
Yeah, then you turn Mandy face, they're gonna fuck that up too.
WWE reminding us that Apollo Crews is still under contract, and he jobbed to Sheamus quicker than Heath Slater jobbed to Daniel Bryan. So if that tells you something,
well, as long as the checks keep coming.
Hey, at least it's not No Way Jose jobbing to Mojo Rawley. I mean, that's embarrassing.
Yeah.
And Willie Mack doing the Macarena into a shooting star press. That is.
I mean,
a standing shooting star.
I mean, but who did Mojo Rawley lose to on Monday?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Willie Mack doing the Macarena into a standing shooting star press is very impressive for Chocolate Thunder there. And for some reason he's tagging with Johnny Swinger. That's an interesting tag team. After the match, Sheamus attacking Apollo, but Shorty G making the save. As they're going to have a rematch.
Why?
I don't know. Then we got a fatal 4-way to determine the number one contender for Bayley's SmackDown Women's Championship. That was won by Carmella. So Graves has got to be happy. I don't know. I'm not excited for Carmella and Bayley.
What is that for for the chamber?
I don't know. I don't know if that's going to be Chamber or if that's going to be...
I'm not paying for it if it's Mania.
Ain't Mania. I think we're getting...
I still think we getting Sasha and Bayley.
Yeah, I think we're getting Sasha and Bayley at Mania. Yeah. Monday Night Raw this week from Ontario, California, not Canada. Seth Rollins comes out and just like I said when we were recapping AEW. Here we go. We got talking for however long, and continuation of the feud with Seth Rollins and his group and Kevin Owens, Viking Raiders, and hey, welcome back Samoa Joe as he entered the fray, and that sets up an 8-man tag later on. Becky Lynch took on Asuka in a championship rematch. Good match, went about 20 minutes. With the man getting the win, and after the match, what we've been all waiting for, Shayna Baszler to make her attack, but then we got a what the fuck moment, which probably is gonna
that shit was fucking weird.
Which is probably gonna be nominated for what the fuck moment for a marquee. Shayna Baszler biting the back of the neck of Becky Lynch.
They could have used better blood though.
Yeah, that was real fake looking.
Yes.
But
like some what's the shit? The Walking Dead.
What was that? Biting? What? Did Vince think? Oh, Tyson did it, and that was crazy. Let's have Shayna do it.
Yeah, just nibble on the back of her neck.
What the fuck? That definitely is a what the fuck nominee.
I'm trying to understand what the purpose of that was. Like, I'm going to save this one for Matt next week. I'm going to ask that question. Please remind me to ask him what did he think of that bullshit.
We did get a pretty cool moment, though, with Becky saying, fuck it, I'm going to drive the ambulance. that was pretty good.
And then what was the purpose of her driving the ambulance and coming back just to give a promo and then leave the ring?
Yeah, that was... I don't know. I figured she'd be looking for Shayna and we'd get some good TV, but no.
Yeah, at least somebody said, oh, Shayna left already.
Street Profits took on Riddick Moss and Mojo Rawley in a short match, and Street Profits getting the win after the match. Mojo's like, what happened? Because Moss took the pin. And then Moss, inside Cradle, wins the 24/7 championship. Whoops. I don't know. That 24/7 title, I don't know why. I don't get it.
It's a participation award.
Yeah. It was cool for a minute, and Truth's had a lot of funny segments, but it's stupid. I don't know, man.
I'm just here. I'm just a fan.
Return to the VIP lounge with MVP. Kind of funny how MVP put on Instagram. I might have been in my last WWE match. Then he's back, and possibly probably gonna take on Drew McIntyre next week. So maybe MVP get a few more matches there in your career. Get a few more paychecks. Hey,
we'll get his face kicked off again.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Angel Garza took on Cedric Alexander. That was a real quick match. Poor Cedric. Sarah Logan got beat in less than a minute to Rhea Ripley. Again, another short match.
It's just terrible.
Bobby Lashley took it on Ricochet. I mean, the result there was never going to be in doubt with Ricochet taking on Brock Lesnar at Super Shitdown.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck is that even all about.
Probably one of the highlights of the night was Matt Hardy. That was a hell of a promo he gave, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And he basically he explained that him and Edge are cool now. Obviously, there was some real life tension that led to a feud in WWE, and that was some cool shit at the time. But he said once Edge's career ended, all the hate he had went away.
A la Sean and Brett, maybe.
And so he wanted to hear from Orton why, and Orton was going to respond, but instead he just gave an RKO. And then
He heard the voices again.
a little concerto. And then Matt Hardy tweets goodbye. So that's it, huh? Well, his contract is up on March 1st, so not pretty.
Dude, the whole I don't even know what to say about this. The whole Vince bringing him back for what?
Well, I mean, the Hardys had a good run winning the tag titles at WrestleMania. That was a cool moment. But then,
Yeah, but that was the only moment that they really had.
And then they had Woken Matt Hardy, and it got a little good, but it was never as good. And yeah.
No, it was like the remix. You know, the remix is never as good as the original.
Remix to Ignition.
Hot and fresh out of the kitchen.
That remix is better than the original.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you there.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, wait. This program may contain subject matter. Oh, it's just their disclaimer. I thought maybe we were getting another RVD segment.
Hey.
No, I think that's what they show now because of the RVD segment.
God damn it.
Ruby Riott interviewed by Cher Scheibner and why she attacked Liv. And
I actually love Liv now.
oh, yeah. I like Ruby, so I think we'll get a good match out of these two.
Factuals.
Aleister Black kicked Kira Tozawa's head into the third row.
He died 3 times.
Fatality.
Exactly.
Oh, Tessa Blanchard's beating up is it Ace Austin or something? The X Division champ. What is Tessa gonna maybe go for the X Division? Be Tessa 2 belts?
Tessa, dude, they do that. I'm done. I am done.
Yeah, and like Darryl said, then Becky came out, cut a promo, and that was all. I think they did it all for her to reappear back in that ambulance.
They did it for The Rock.
Yeah. Speaking of which, Roman publicly saying he wants The Rock at WrestleMania next year.
Yeah, all right.
I wonder if WrestleMania. I mean,
it's in Hollywood.
No,
so,
yeah. No, next year, Hollywood, yeah.
Yeah, it's in Hollywood, yeah.
That's right, it's Tampa this year.
Yeah, because you can honestly see Vince. Good shit, pal. Way to sell that shit.
I bet we get that match.
You know what? I need Rock to win that one. I like Roman, but I need Rock to win that one.
For some reason, for these Saudi shows, WWE has to make these weird trophies, and here we go. We got one called the To Wake Trophy. It's gonna be a gauntlet match. The announced participants so far are Andrade, Rusev, R-Truth, AJ Styles, Eric Rowan, Bobby Lashley. Basically, a match to get people involved. Main event.
Oh, okay. Participation awards.
Main event time. Jordynne Grace taking on Taya Valkyrie. Yeah. Then main event. 8-man tag. Really wild match, I thought. With
it was pretty good. I actually enjoyed it.
Ref distracted.
It was all over the place.
Yeah, it was the ref. A lot of high spots that were pretty cool. Ref distracted while Joe was putting the coquina clutch on Murphy. That led to Rollins hitting the stomp on Joe and Buddy Murphy getting the win there, and that ended Raw. As we head to some headlines. A couple of NXT signings, including one major one with former Impact Wrestling star Killer Kross has agreed to terms to a WWE NXT deal. He has already been in Orlando for the past several weeks. Worked MLW recently, but a lot of rumors had been circling around that he was going to join the WWE. and the feeling was mutual, so it's now official.
He
And
got big muscles. They like him.
then Aja Pereira, former Shine Tag Team Champion, has also signed with PW Insider, according to the very reputable Squared Circle Sirens.
Squirt cycle.
There's something trying to say fast 5 times.
Yeah.
Squared Circle Sirens is always a good source for women's wrestling news. So, Killer Cross then took to Twitter after the announcement and says everybody pays the toll. I kind of like Killer Cross. I know Matt didn't like him much, but what do you think of old Killer Cross?
I didn't see too much of him, but what I did see was pretty cool. I mean, I'm very intrigued on how they'll use him. I'm always intrigued on how they'll use former talent. Like that makes me smile if they do a good job.
There's some muscle in the ring here for this main event on Impact. Jordan Grace and Taya Valkyrie. Of course, we spoiled the result weeks ago on the show. So
Pretty much. Sorry.
it's been announced that WWE has abandoned the trademark for EC3.
Mm-hmm.
So hey, Ethan, get on that. John Cena's Nickelodeon comedy Playing with Fire officially released on Blu-ray and DVD last week. So I did not hear about if it was good or not, but
I started watching it, but then the Fire Stick started acting funky.
funky.
I'll get back to you on that.
Big news that'll make everybody happy, especially Matt. Total Bellas returns later this year.
Yeah, I'm not happy.
I'm sure we'll get to have the end of the. I bet you the end of the series, end of the season is the old double pregnancy cliffhanger.
They shot up the club.
Man, I don't know.
I'm just a wrestling fan. That's all. That's all. Just a wrestling fan.
It's from Mike Johnson, PW Insider, Aja Pereira or Aja Smith, who was recently signed. Actually, it's been announced that she's going to be working as a referee. Of course,
Okay.
a lot of the referees are former wrestlers.
Yeah.
Jessica Carr is a former wrestler for the not for the WWE, but because I looked her up when I watched her goodbye speech from NXT.
Mm-hmm.
They had that great ceremony with Triple H and Tommaso Ciampa was there giving her a hug, and I'm like, damn, she's a good talker. So I looked up. Oh, she was a wrestler. No wonder she can cut a promo. That's why.
Yeah. That's the one that's on SmackDown, right?
Yeah. Just got promoted up to SmackDown. Some ratings for the week. WWE backstage without Punk and with Drew McIntyre, 97,000. About the same as last week's Super Bowl special with the New Day and Roman Reigns. I'm sure that'll go up a little bit higher. We got some news on that coming up. The Wednesday Night Wars, AEW continues to dominate. They actually got a spike up in ratings up to 928,000. And NXT also got a spike to 770. But AEW clearly winning that war. SmackDown Live, 2.5 million, little increase there. And Monday Night Raw brought in 2.3 million viewers. So quite the jump from 2.1 the week before, which is weird because Raw's the better show now.
Yeah, I'm starting to notice that.
But I thought Raw and SmackDown were both good. You know why? I bet Vince was not at either show because of the XFL.
Yeah, that's true. He's probably at. Yeah, I wonder which game he was actually at.
What'd you think of the XFL? I only watched Saturday, and I thought it was okay.
It wasn't bad.
I'm not gonna, unlike NFL and Red Zone and the Sunday night and Monday night game. I'm not gonna go out of my way to watch. But if I'm not doing anything and it's on,
but it's nothing on Saturdays, and if you're sitting in the house doing nothing, you're pretty much going to be watching it. So.
Yeah, I might have my video games on instead.
Yeah, I'm there. I'm here for it.
I might be day drinking. I might be sleeping. I don't know. So it's like if it's there, okay. I thought the rules were. What I really liked was the fact that they interview people like right after a touchdown, but then they also interview people like a kicker right after he misses a field goal.
Like, I would tell you seriously, get the fuck out of my face.
Oh, speaking of the word "fuck," it
Yeah,
took all of the
I
first
saw that.
all it took all of one of the first interviews for an F bomb to be dropped, and
Oh, like you didn't catch that one, huh? Did you, buddy?
yeah, the old button slipped. He pushed that button about 2 seconds too late.
Fuck beep.
WWE stock continues to plummet. We mentioned on the last show how after the firing of George Barrios, the CFO, WWE stock plummeted. It continues to do so. It's down to all the way down to 41.50 as of the time of the article on 2/6. Let's go now. As of 2/11, it's at 42.74, which is insane because it was as high as 96 last April. $96 per share. Oh, yeah, that's interesting how the old WWE stock and that's on Vince, you know.
Not my problem.
Nope. WWE Network subscriptions have dropped down to 1.42 million. It's been around the 1.55 million. So now word has come out that they're looking at alternatives to the streaming network.
Well, the problem is I don't even think they need to come up with alternatives. They've had the WWE network since what, 2000, what, 14
Yeah, I think not.
or 15, 14 or 15.
I think
One
it
of
was.
the two.
I think it was. Oof. Let me look here.
The reason why I say that is because
14.
14, right? Okay, so I don't think they need to switch, and you think that that's going to actually.
I don't know if they're switching or if it's going to be additional avenues. I don't know what that means.
But I don't even know what the purpose is because if that's, I'll just say this: I have a problem with you trying to find different additional avenues.
It better not be replacing the network, or those subscriber numbers are going to drop like a fucking rock.
That's my point. That's what I was touching on. Like the fucked up part is like you already don't have people buying now. You already offering people a free month or a free pay-per-view. All the person has to do, are you listening, Vince? Are you listening? Loud and clear. People have to just create additional email addresses that they're never going to use just to get free content.
Yep.
Nobody gives a shit about Great Balls of Fire. Nobody gives a fuck about Armageddon. I mean, come on now. Like, really, most casuals are going to order WrestleMania, the Rumble, SummerSlam, Survivor Series. That's it. But then when you're offering NXT on USA now, that took a lot of it too. So a lot of people, the main reasons why we subscribed to the network was to catch up on NXT, to watch what was it, takeovers and stuff like that. Like, no.
Yeah. I don't know where they're going with that. Vince is obviously. I mean, all this word, all this rumor is just knee-jerk reaction to Vince, of Vince losing his money. So, some injury updates for NXT. Adam Cole got 3 staples from a cut that he received on last week's edition of NXT, but he is cleared and okay to wrestle. Tommaso Ciampa has an ankle injury. Nothing too serious, it sounds like. And Tyler Breeze has a minor back injury. Also, doesn't seem like it's too serious.
Darryl Bullock has a torn ACL, but not too serious. But he'll still be on Austin Midcard recordings.
There you go. WWE SummerSlam for 2020 is announced. It's going to take place at the TD Garden in Boston, Sunday, August 23rd, 3 days before my birthday. So if you want to GoFund some, front row seats to SummerSlam, I'll gladly take them.
I'm considering going.
Yeah, it's in your backyard, kind of. I heard Best of the World's going to be in Baltimore next year, or this year.
Yeah, I'm good.
Why are you good?
Because fuck Joe Koff.
There you go. Our first fuck Joe Koff of the day on
Yeah. Matt usually throws up the alley oop and I just throw it down, but
All VIP autograph sessions for WrestleMania access
Are ridiculous.
are ridiculous, but they're also all sold out. For
Did you see the prices for that shit?
yeah, yeah,
$350 for a fast pass.
yeah. No,
Like you already. You might as well not go to WrestleMania. You might as well just go there just for access and just take your tablet, your laptop, your Fire Stick, your Roku, whatever the fuck, and watch that shit in your hotel room.
it's been well known that AEW is not competing with WWE during WrestleMania weekend, so a lot of the guys are going to be available at WrestleCon, and just announced for WrestleCon on Friday, April 3rd, Kenny Omega.
Dude, I'm so upset at this
At what?
because at the fact that the one person who I wanted to meet is going to be at WrestleCon, and I won't be there.
Who's that? Kira?
La Champion.
Yeah, I thought.
I got Kier in New Orleans, buddy. Come on now, you know me better than that.
I'm sure Kira would probably be at WrestleCon.
Yeah, I don't like this Kier, and I like the old Kier. The old Kier had bigger booty.
If you remember a guy from the early '90s by the name of Adam Bomb in the WWE,
Yeah,
he's
chronic.
known as Brian Clark. Yeah, he was in Chronic and
My favorite tag team.
facing drug charges in Arizona. He was arrested and charged with conspiracy, illegal control of enterprise. That's a fancy title there to get slapped with. Transporting or selling narcotics, drug possession, possessing a weapon during a drug offense, and yada yada yada.
Should have just stuck with the chronic.
He might be going away for a little while.
See, you never hear nobody get in trouble about weed. Never.
Yeah. Going
Your boys are playing, by the way.
cool. What is today? Tuesday. Oh, it's at TNT tonight too.
Yeah, they're playing the Rockets.
Check that out. And once we get done recording, watch a little of that. Actually, okay. I might switch that now just because I know who wins the main event of Impact.
Yeah, and then get ready for Punk.
Yep.
God, I hate James Harden.
Why?
I'll discuss that with you more off after we record.
More pay-per-view announcements for WWE coming out this week. Extreme Rules will be held in San Jose, California, July 19th. We already talked about the XFL, so we'll move on from that. Chris Jericho posted a very interesting post on Instagram here on a couple of days ago. And showing him with EC3 hanging out in Orlando. Great chat with EC3 tonight in Orlando. Big things coming in the future for this talented brother at All Elite Wrestling. Jeez, can we not be more obvious here?
Obvious.
It's coming. Shane McMahon spotted on the field for the XFL game in Washington, D.C. So there was another McMahon out there besides Vince for the XFL. Got it.
How long do you think it'll last?
Well, considering it got more viewers than Raw and SmackDown, but that's just week one. It literally got 3 million viewers. It got more viewers than what Raw and SmackDown are pulling in. A lot of positive feedback I'm seeing. I think it's... We'll see. I mean, week one of the AAF seemed like, oh my god, this is good. Obviously, week one of the XFL was humongous, and then it had a gigantic drop-off. So, got to wait and see, but a lot of positive feedback. So, they might finally stick with... So, this league might finally stick. I don't know. New Japan Pro Wrestling officially announced that they will return to Madison Square Garden on August 22nd with their New Beginning event. So that's coming up. Andrade posted on Twitter for the first time since the suspension, and just a little motivational speech, I guess. Yeah, and then talking about the XFL, ABC announced that XFL, the inaugural game, did 3.3 million viewers, and as the game went on, it gained viewers up to 4 million. So they gained viewers throughout the broadcast. So I don't know if that, But again, the AAF game did 2.9 million views on CBS whenever that was on. So it's hard to tell in week one, man.
I'll wait and see.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought it was interesting, but again, I didn't watch it on Sunday, so it's like I don't know if I'm gonna go out of my way, but we'll see. We'll see what happens, man. I think it's got promise. I think it has more promise. I mean, it's got two networks, Fox and ESPN or ABC. So I don't know. We'll see. I think it has more promise than the AF. I think they'll at least finish the season, man.
I mean, well, they got a bunch of backing, so I mean, we know what the bank is.
I mean, yeah, it's in Saudi Arabia. Yesterday, WWE announced that Simone Johnson, the daughter of The Rock, has reported to the Performance Center. The 18-year-old daughter of The Rock is now officially going to work for the WWE, and the WWE cannot wait to hammer home that she's the first ever fourth-generation superstar.
They're gonna strap a rocket straight up her ass.
They're gonna jam that fact down your throat like we know that Britt Baker is a dentist. And SportsCenter tweeted, and Darryl also tweeted to us in the old DMs. Old PJ Hawks jumping off the second level of the Esplanade Mall during Wildcat Wrestling. That was insane. It went viral, baby.
Bro, like,
imagine Lex Luger doing that on the debut episode of Nitro.
Oh my God. I don't think I've ever seen Lex Luger hop up, get on the top rope.
One of the great guys in the industry, Scott Fishman of TV Insider, recently interviewed Becky Lynch. And Becky Lynch in the interview said she should be paid more than everyone in the WWE, including Vince McMahon. I don't know if that was a kayfabe or shoot right there, man. She's going to get a lot of money, though. Free the Delete. New episode came out this week, episode 9. Very interesting episode. Matt Hardy goes to church, if that says anything. According to Mike Johnson, PW Insider, Matt has had continued discussions with the WWE, but it is still expected that he's going to leave the company. On the other side of the coin, Jeff Hardy is slated to be at the Performance Center next week as he gets ready to try to return to the ring. Hardy's deal obviously does not expire on March 1st because the extension due to injury. So I don't know if Jeff. I can almost see Jeff staying if he gets pushed. But
they're probably going to tack some injury time on that back end of his contract.
Oh no, I just said that right now. That is a fact.
I don't see it. Yeah, I don't see him going to AEW. So yeah, I see. Yeah.
Word is making the rounds of why MVP was back on Raw this week, that he is possibly going to work for the WWE as a producer. So looks like there's talks that he may be hanging it up, so to speak, and work as a producer. That'd be cool. And The Rock posted on Instagram after the announcement that Simone was hired by the WWE. And he put on Instagram, "Dreams ain't just for dreamers. Congrats to my number one born Simone Johnson on officially signing her contract with WWE and NXT. On her way to becoming the first ever fourth generation WWE athlete. Carry our family name proudly. but your road will always be yours to create, earn, and own. So proud. Live your dream. Let's work. We are getting old when The Rock's daughter is going to wrestle in the WWE, aren't we?
Hey, speak for yourself. I'm in my prime there, buddy.
Okay, 1 inch. Added to WWE Backstage tonight is Stephanie McMahon. Tonight is because we record on Tuesdays. And, CM Punk's in the building. So CM and Stephanie. That might be a little fun tonight, huh?
That's going to be interesting.
Some trademark news. WWE has filed new trademarks on Christian and Texas Rattlesnake. Locking up their names. And if you go to lots of posts today from today's WrestleMania in LA presentation. If you go to Twitter at WWEPR, you can see a lot of photos. The stadium isn't even done yet, so it's still under construction. So you'll see like photos of Becky Lynch, Roman posing in front of the unfinished stadium and such. Stephanie Ta speaking. They gave SoFi Stadium a WWE Championship belt. So go to at WWEPR and you can see a lot of those photos. We're going to wrap up tonight's show with NXT Takeover Portland. It is this Sunday. Yes, Sunday on the WWE Network, February 16th. It's going to be 7 Eastern, 6 Central, 4 Pacific. 6 matches on the card, Darryl, so one more than usual.
I'm here for
it. We knew 5 of the matches based on last week's NXT. They may add more tonight on Wednesday's show. Like you said.
Maybe. Yeah, the only thing I see is them adding Dream.
Maybe. But added to it, street fight between Dakota Kai and Tegan Nox. Who do you see winning there?
I'm going to go with Dakota Kai.
I'm gonna go with Tegan Nox just to overcome overcome what happened to her, just get revenge and such. I think it's gonna be a win for Tegan Nox. They haven't really done much with Dakota Kai as a heel yet, so I think this is where Tegan may win the war, and then Dakota moves on from that, and then maybe starts to rise up for the ranks. I think pretty obvious. NXT Women's Championship, Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair. We ain't teasing Rhea and Charlotte for nothing, right?
Nope.
Who do you got winning between Finn Balor, Johnny Gargano?
That's probably gonna be my hardest one. Just because Gargano just came back, I got him winning.
I'm going Finn Balor.
I mean, I can see both winning. I'm just gonna say you don't put. Gargano's gone for so long.
He wasn't gone that long, though.
It
was like a couple months or a month or a half.
Yeah. I mean, he's gone. Takes a hiatus and then just comes back to lose. Just makes sense to me.
But he was legit hurt though. No, I got Balor because I think Balor is gonna be next in line to take on somebody for the NXT Championship. I think we're both in agreement that the Broserweights are going to win the NXT tag titles.
Si, senor.
And we're both in agreement that Tommaso Ciampa's beating Adam Cole. See, I got Balor and Ciampa for the next takeover after that. That's why I'm going Balor.
You said Balor and Ciampa at takeover?
Mm-hmm. Next one. Yep. So that's why I have Balor beating Gargano, and we both have Ciampa beating Cole. Oh yeah, are you changing?
You forgot one.
What?
Are they fighting at Takeover? Lee and Dijakovic?
I was getting to that. That's the one we.
Okay. Yeah, it has me just wondering how Takeover was going to shake up. You got me thinking now.
Yeah, I think Ciampa beats Cole, and then Balor takes on Ciampa at the next takeover afterwards. So. And then, yes, Keith Lee, Dominic Dijakovic. I don't see Keith Lee losing here. You?
No, that's what I'm thinking. I don't see him losing, but I'm trying to put my brain into works to think who would be next at a takeover. Because
Yeah,
I can honestly, to be honest with you, I could honestly see Finn Balor and Keith Lee.
that'd be fucking cool. But I think Balor. I think they're building Balor up to go against Ciampa.
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, they'll fuck around and do Gargano and Champa again.
Shit.
I mean, why not?
I don't know. Yeah. Well, that's
I mean, I
good.
don't know. I mean, it's so many. I'll just say this: it's just so many options for Takeover in Tampa.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun one for sure. Great card. 6 matches. Good to see an extra match on there too. So maybe we'll get a little longer one, or hopefully it isn't at the behest of shorter matches. I hope it's a longer takeover maybe or whatnot. But we'll see what happens. That's going to do it for this edition of Lost in the Midcard. Thank you to SpiderDuck.net for being our host, enabling us to be on iTunes, Spotify, or any of your favorite podcasting apps. All you got to do is search for Lost in the Midcard, hit that subscribe button. That way you know every time a new episode comes your way, typically on a Wednesday. And you also can subscribe on the YouTube if you'd like to do it like that. Links to all that are on our Facebook page, facebook.com/Lost in the Midcard. And also on the Twitter at LITMC Podcast. Find me on the Twitter at JB Huskers. Darryl's on the Twitter at No One Like D. Matt is on the Twitter at Raw F Showtime. And before we ride off into that sunset, Darryl, what are your final thoughts?
Only because I only said it once tonight. Fuck Joe Koff.
Fuck Joe Koff. This is a weird time because I don't give two shits about Super Shit Down. That's why I call it Super. I've called it Super Shit Down all night long. I will call it Super Shit Down until the end of time. There is some interesting things in there, so I'll probably fast forward my way through that pay-per-view. But we're at a time where it's like we got good Raws and SmackDowns, but it's like I almost knew what the results were going to be because of Super Shitdown.
Well, you're gonna do better than me. I'm just gonna no, for the next recording afterwards, just listen to you and Matt talk about it. I'm not going to even watch the damn thing.
Yeah. So we'll see how it goes. At least we got AEW now, right?
Yes, sir.
That pay-per-view coming
up.
We
have options.
2 weeks that pay-per-view is coming up. But for Darryl, this is Jeremy. Thank you for tuning into Lost in Midcard. We'll be back at you next week with our NXT TakeOver Portland reaction.